Hello everyone, I'm Like a Boss.
And I'm Muzdu.
Let's get right into it. Jin Kazama, Champion's Bane, Bane of Champions, going against the newfound tourney winner, Fry. What's the predictions here, Muzdu?
Well, if we go back and look at every single match Jin Kazama has won, they have only been against tournament winners.
That being Bowstoise twice and Eclipse twice.
And so, I'm curious if we see Jin Kazama pull out a victory against Fry right here. I think it would be super interesting if that was the case.
Well, in that case, Fry just took the very first stock, as we were just saying how Jin Kazama could be the tournament killer, the champion. You know, we've brought this up before, but Fry, on the other hand, and all the new Amiibos actually look like they're coming into form at just the right point in the season.
Absolutely. As we noted with the previous ranking, there's not a single newcomer who was eliminated in that very first round.
Yeah, Boromir made it through, and he's never made it through before. Fry made it through because of his tournament wins. Raven had a bye, and R.O.B.ert made it through. Or did I already mention?
So we had R.O.B.ert and Boromir
R.O.B.ert and
both
Boromir,
get their first wins of the season.
Ooh, as Jin Kazama is able to take him off with a kick, but 100 damage
that
against
is going to be
Fry?
extremely difficult to overcome. If he's not careful and jumps into one of those up smashes,
which he can do. I've seen it before.
that's just such a powerful move.
There it is. He did it. I told you he could do it.
He was clear of it and then decided to go back into it.
I don't know what's up with... You know, that's the thing about Jin Kazama. Sometimes he's the best, and sometimes... he's
not.
Jin Kazama. Able to get some things working there, but he really just can't afford to take another hit. Ooh. That would do it.
Can he return from that?
Oh my goodness. And the snake kept him on stage. What? I didn't know that Lucas's recovery was that good.
Nor did
as a character.
I.
Like, oh my goodness, that's a good punch. He knocked him out. Beautiful. That's the very first time we've seen him actually use that move successfully, and when it works, and it's changing the pace of this whole battle, as now he takes the percent lead. Fry, oh my gosh, Fry air dodged off stage. He can make it back. Jin Kazama going off stage to try to counteract it.
My goodness.
Jin Kazama's playing very defensively from the stage, and they both tech it. He's going off stage, maybe. He's thinking about it. He gets hit by it. They're back on stage, both of them together now. And I'm sounding like the racehorse announcer. Oh my goodness, they're just doing so much all of a sudden. He avoids the PK fire by pretending he's dead. Oh my goodness. He's taunting now. That's when you know it's over. The champion's Bane. Will he win?
My goodness.
Will we have an upset to the greatest proportions? He gets spiked!
Oh!
That was the sorriest spike I've ever seen, but Fry, by the skin of his teeth, makes it on to the next round. We'll see Jin Kazama in the loser's bracket, but let's see who he's going to face.
That was just such an exhilarating fight, and if we look at that damage, Jin Kazama did about 20% more damage.
Jin Kazama was in there like swimwear. He was there to destroy him, and now we get Boromir.
Even fight through and through, but...
Yeah, Boromir and Bowstoise now at Minecraft World, because why not?
And this is another matchup we have not seen before.
Yeah, and I think that the sword of Boromir and the counter has a very good potential to help him win this match if he uses it at the right time.
Correct. That counter can be perfect for combating Bowstoise's devastating moves.
I believe his does a roughly 25 or 50% of the counter damage back, depending on how close it is to where you are. Or like when you time it. So he has the potential that if Bowstoise does a kill move on him, it kills Bowstoise. As they're neck and neck for damage, and I know Boromir doesn't have the weight that Bowstoise has, but he certainly has the striking capabilities. He was trying to get it. It looked like he was trying to counter.
I would love to see a counter kill in this match.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who you're cheering for here. You want to see a good matchup.
Yeah.
And
you
here,
want a good and exciting match.
Bowstoise is just trying to make it back because he didn't get third place once he got eliminated. No, he got fourth place last tournament. Oh, there's a counter. Does not kill him, though. So we finally saw that counter that you wanted to, Muzdu, and it didn't really do much because it wasn't a sweet spot counter, but...
Correct. And it's also important to note, even though he had that fourth place finish, his worst is a sixth place finish that we saw in the second tournament of the entire sport.
Yeah, Season 1. In Season 1, longtime UAL fans would know that fact. Yeah, but both fighting off stage now. Boromir at a crazy Boromir's back at 0%.
Yeah, what were you saying about crazy? It looks like it's at 0.
Yeah, that is crazy. How can you be at 0 for that long against Bowstoise as Bowstoise quickly racks up the damage? You know, Boromir is doing good just to have made it past the first round, the qualifier round, if you will, and let's see if he can actually continue doing that. But Bowstoise looks really now to take his aim and show his dominance.
Yeah, we saw a great opening performance by Boromir, but that second life has seemed to be all Bowstoise.
Yeah, there hasn't really been an answer to Bowstoise. There's no counters, there's no edging him out with your sword, keeping your distance. He is able to get a kill. It's now a stock for stock, but I think one hit kills at this point.
Yeah, he's such a high damage.
Except for that move, of course.
Unless he gets a footstool.
Yeah, he's going to have to actually just go crazy.
Upset.
He basically cannot take a single hit now. Throw off that side of the stage doesn't kill him.
Fortunately, it was to that side of the stage.
Yeah, he's got to be fortunate about that slight mess up by Bowstoise. He avoided the down smash just barely. He's got to play more cautious here. I know you want to take him out, but you have to be cautious here. As he takes a fist to the face, meets the left side of Minecraft, and is sent back into the real world.
But it is crazy that he managed to get Bowstoise to his third stock and up to 55% damage.
Yeah, that was not a joke of a fight. Boromir, congratulations for making it out of the quali round, but you lost to a champion of the sport and a 4-time tournament winner. So it's no joke.
Absolutely. You can't be upset with that performance. And even if you always want the win, you can't be mad at yourself for losing to someone like Bowstoise.
Especially not. And speaking of longtime UAL fans, no, this is not a repeat. It's just the same matchup again and again because for whatever reason, Big Boss and Bork don't want to perform better than their Amiibos can.
So this is the 5th time they have met.
In history.
In history. So that means they meet, out of the 7 tournaments, with this being the 7th, they've met in 5 of them. So
that's crazy.
That's really interesting.
They can't avoid each other's projectiles, it seems, and neither can we.
Wow. So, a little over half a minute into it, and Bork does have the percentage lead, but it's such a slow pace. They both seem to be playing defensively. It's hard to say who really has the advantage right now.
Yeah, it's a nice parry there. Puts Big Boss back into the picture, and he's finally using his missile launcher. Very interestingly, though.
Yeah, we did have our first connection with the missile launcher.
In such a long time. There was such a long drought from that.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw him use it a couple times in previous tournaments, but never got any hits with it.
As he finally gets the C4 there, I was wondering when he would use it.
It's only been there for almost the entire match.
Yeah, he just loves putting C4. He's the type of guy that walks into his house and forgets where he puts his keys, but always remembers where the C4 is. And even when it's on him.
And we can never remember where the C4 is.
As he gets taken out by an explosive can, it's probably not safe, but a dog is holding an explosive can, and we're just supposed to accept that. As now Big Boss takes him with the, well, do you want to say it or should I?
I'll let you say it.
C4. Colonel. Can he do anything else with it, though? I mean...
It's amazing when he took the life, he was only at 24% damage. But quickly got up to 71%.
That's because Bork's really efficient when it comes to your invincibility frames right after being killed. As he's dodging away from the C4 perfectly.
Wow, he's just got Big Boss up to a catastrophic amount of damage.
Big Boss is about to stage... Yep. I saw it coming.
What just happened?
It's called, oh no, I don't have enough to make it back to stage. I'll use C4. Snake, you're at 160%. You'll die. Huh? That was what really happened. I know y'all can't see the codec, but I saw it. Just gonna have to believe me here.
Wow.
I mean, I don't think Big Boss can win this.
He's an entire stock. Even when you look at damage, he's an entire stock behind.
And I think over time, we just see that Bork is a really strong fighter. People don't give him enough credit. And if you're a Bork main out there or a Bork rep, like, we understand. You deserve more respect.
Absolutely.
He's a silly little Nintendo character from the past, but that doesn't mean he's bad.
But when we saw him first come out in that debut in Season 1, I wasn't necessarily impressed, but this seems to be an entirely different Bork. As you said, he's been doing extremely well, and it's been fun to watch.
Yeah, a lot of times I think that, oh, maybe I need to retrain these Amiibos, and then they just say, oh, you want to retrain me? No. And they start performing, and I then have to say, well, I'll leave you how you are. Same thing happened with Jin Kazama, and that is both a hit and a miss at the same time. Every time I start thinking that he needs retraining, he says otherwise. As Bork is just doing good enough to make it there, and Big Boss clearly is good enough to make it to second place in a tournament as he gets the C4 kill there. He's at 139 damage, so let's play the game how much longer till he dies. My bet is 30 seconds.
So you're saying we'll hit 1 minute, 40 seconds left in the match?
I was wrong.
Only took about 5.
Who really wins in this matchup?
Not the commentators.
The Bork. As we continue on, sorry, Big Boss, but you and Bork just don't get along.
Well, we'll see Big Boss back again in the loser's bracket.
That's right, but who will join him with 2 rookie Amiibos going against each other here? R.O.B.ert and Raven.
If we look at it, Raven is tied with Fry for the highest win percentage, but has double the amount of matches. So out of the 10 matches Raven has played, they've won 8 of them. So I think it's safe to say that we're going to see great performance from Raven in every single match.
I have to agree to that, especially since he's never finished worse than 3rd.
Well, also he's never finished better than 3rd.
Hey, I would finish 3rd every single time at the Olympics if I could. I could sell those bronze medals for a lot.
Absolutely. And we're just seeing some dominant performance.
R.O.B.ert really needs to do something crazy to get into here, but that's not going to be it. As Raven takes an early stock advantage, 40 seconds into the match, only 20-something damage, 34. Okay, R.O.B.ert, I get it. I get it. Prove me wrong now. Go ahead. Now spike him. Okay, he did. You know, sometimes Amiibos listen, sometimes they don't.
They seem to be like little children who do exactly what you don't want them to do.
Well, now I'm not. It's the penguin meme where it's like, well, now I'm not going to do it.
It's like when you're getting ready to do the dishes and then your parents tell you to, and you're just like, well, now I don't want to.
Yeah, now I don't want to. As R.O.B.ert now doesn't want to be in this match, it seems like. Raven's just, oh my goodness.
Wow.
72%, 3 stocks advantage. R.O.B.ert hasn't done much as he footstools him twice.
Maybe, that was beautiful.
Yeah, R.O.B.ert, I guess, just really wants to play Mario. He was in Mario Kart DS, if you didn't know.
I thought we were about to see a grab, but we had a great dodge out of it.
Now, Raven seems very quick and getting him right back to the same percentage as him. Oh
and
my goodness.
Have another 3-stock, which is Raven's second 3-stock this season.
That's really going to help him try to catch up to Bowstoise in the rankings, and that was the end of round 2, and we got one more, or a couple more rounds to go, technically, before we get into it, but this has been a good tournament so far. We've seen a lot. We've seen the good Amiibos do good, the bad Amiibos do good, and the mediocre do mediocre. And we'll see next round, right? I'm like a boss.
And I'm Muzdu.
See y'all then.